Hi guys, I wanted to kind of do a little intro to the video you're going to see. In a couple of my live streams, we talked about like yarn storage and how people can, store it in totes and do this and that. And I talked about how like the place that I store my yarn is really, really bad. Like it really needs to get organized. It doesn't just hold where my yarn is. It holds like my holiday decorations and a bunch of other stuff. And somebody actually asked to like see it. And I was kind of embarrassed to do this, but then I realized we all got to start somewhere. And I'm sure there are people whose storage areas are way worse than mine. But okay, so just a little premise is like you're going to see this before. I realized that I should have probably waited and did like the before and the after and put it all as one video, but I didn't want to do that. I actually think breaking up will be better because this way you guys can give suggestions to me of things that could maybe help me as I'm doing my decluttering and organizing of this space. And I will probably maybe I may do some like follow-ups to it. I don't know as I go along, but the idea mainly is just to go in there and purge out things I need to get rid of and all that. And I just wanted to show you guys the before so that hopefully in a few weeks or a few months, however long it takes me to kind of get it completely done and everything, you guys will be able to see that. And maybe you'll see some of your suggestions in there. It's definitely going to be a process. The room is going to get crazy hot soon when it hits summer, so that's going to affect how much I can work in there. So I'm hoping I'll get motivated to do it over the next few weeks. It just depends on if I can get the supplies I need. But without further ado, I want to show you the room where I store my yarn. Please don't judge me and just offer good suggestions down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you kind of hit the notification button for my YouTube channels because you'll be able to see when I post new content easier and you'll be notified, I believe, when I do live streams. I've been doing them a little more just for us to chat. So it's really important that you hit that notification button and kind of be on that, checking out YouTube. Make sure you're following me on Facebook for Simply Intertwined and on Twitter because I always try to give at least anywhere from a half hour to an hour's notice or more of when I'm thinking about live streaming for that day. So that's really important that you kind of take that moment. Make sure you're following me on my social medias. All the links will be in the description below. And then that way you'll be notified when I do them. These live streams are meant to just kind of be fun and just relaxing and to talk about yarn and projects and things like this, like decluttering a space in order to serve it better for your purposes. I have more craft stuff than I think I realized, and it's definitely going to take a little while to get this space done. So please bear with me as I tackle this project. And without further ado, here's where my yarn is stored. Yikes. Hi guys, I wanted to kind of show how badly I store my yarn right now. I've talked in a couple live streams about needing to work on the room that's off in my bedroom. It's kind of like an attic-y type space. That's where I tend to store my yarn. So some people kind of wanted me to see me film it, so I thought this would be a great time to kind of do the before video, and then however long it takes me to do, eventually you will see the after video. But I figured if I put the before video up first, you guys might be able to give me some suggestions or pointers for doing this as well, and that I might be able to use when I do the final reveal, however long that takes to post. Okay, so the first things first, off in my room right now, I had moved this shelf. This used to be downstairs, and I had the same kind of craft stuff on it. When I moved it up here, I just kind of threw more things on it, so I got to organize this. But I like these shelves because they're lightweight enough for me to move, so I want to get these similar ones for out in my storage room. I'm not going to get these type of bins because I want ones with lids to store stuff in, but as you can see, I've got stuff here that needs to get organized, so I can determine what craft stuff from in my bedroom can actually be safely stored out there when the weather gets hot or cold. So I'm only having the stuff that needs to be like, monitored more, like my art, paint, and things like that you really shouldn't put out in the hot or cold area. So I'm going to be going through that as I do it and seeing if anything else can be moved safely out there. But let's go take a gander. I'm really embarrassed to show this room. I'm kind of scared, so bear with me. Here we go. Again, this is a storage room. It's not meant to be a room, and my cat already decided to kind of come in here and investigate. I think he thinks he's helping. There's a little air hole, I think, way there that he was kind of being nosy with. But anyhow, so I'm going to pan the room first, top to bottom here. Let you guys kind of see what I'm going to be dealing with. I had to put some lanterns in here, so I'm sorry for any streaking in the video. Lanterns to give it a little more light because you only have one light in here. But this is kind of what I'm contending with. And it wasn't always like this. It was actually a lot better probably a few months ago, and then things just got crazy and I kept shoving stuff in here, which is a bad thing to do, I know. But the idea is I'm hoping when I walk in, I want my craft area to be kind of here, because right now, because people are asking about my yarn, that has yarn, that has yarn, that has yarn, and there's actually like 3 totes stacked up here. So there's yarn there. Underneath this box, I believe that's yarn. And if I'm not mistaken, there's probably one more tote down there of yarn. And as you can see, to get to it, I have to move all of this. So it's not really working for me to keep being productive. I mean, I have a leprechaun, for Pete's sakes, and I have shiny things for Easter. It's just not going to work, and I've just put it off for so long that I'm hoping I can tackle it little by little over the next few weeks, hopefully. I'm not going to try to do this all in one day or even a weekend. It's going to take probably a few weeks to get this the way that I want. But the idea is anything, because those totes actually have Christmas. I want craft side and like holiday side, and then towards the back will be the things that I don't need to access that much. Things that maybe my daughter wanted to keep, like there's some things in there she wanted to keep. We may not keep them. We may go through them and be able to kind of break them down more. But any tote that doesn't need to be accessed for holiday or yarn is going to go back against that wall. Can you see my cat? He's kind of, I don't know what he's looking at, but he's kind of right there. Foster, what are you doing? Foster? I don't know. He must see something over there. Anyhow, so this Christmas tree is going to be gone. Either I'm going to give it to somebody, or somebody suggested using it for crafts. I really don't want to. It does shed a lot. So I'd rather give it to somebody else or just get rid of it. So that will free up. I want it to be able to be where I walk in and it's just clear path, stuff on this side, stuff on that side, nothing distracting me. But I do have to be careful of the ceiling because there's nails, because when they redid our shingles and that, so I can't really hide this because I rent. So I just need to be careful when I'm putting stuff that way that I don't bring my head back up. So that's why I'm thinking the stuff I don't use that much, push along that wall. And I'm thinking another one of those white shelves here would house some of my holiday stuff. I may have to figure what type of storage bins are going to work best on the shelves, but then the ones that can't be used on the shelves I can just use back there to store stuff. But I got a little organized. All my wrapping paper is in this, so that's step one. And I keep boxes because I never know if I'm going to need to use them to put Christmas gifts in, or when I was planning on sorting this, I kept some of these boxes to help with that. So that's why you see a few boxes. I don't remember what's over there. But that's kind of the plan. Like, it's just to kind of have one side for crafts, one side for that. I wish we had more lighting in here so I wouldn't have to use those lanterns. I mean, we only have one light. I wish we had better lighting. It would be kind of nice, but it does get hot in here in the summer, of course, and cool in here in the winter. So I need to store stuff that is okay to be out here in that kind of changing of temperature, like my pipe cleaners, my yarn. I won't put my looms out here. Those will still stay in the bin. I used to have them on my wall, but now I have them in a bin. But this is what I'm tackling with. It's a good size space. I'm just not using it the way it should be. So any suggestions you have would be greatly appreciated. And again, it's going to take a while, so I will have, as you can tell, I posted this video the date of the video being posted. It's going to take me a while to get this done, so you may not even see the finished results for a month, 2 months. I don't know. It really depends on how I tackle this. I may be tackling just a little bit at a time, and it may take me weeks. It may take me months. I don't know. But this is what the plan is. And I really apologize because I know that's why I can't always be productive, because my yarn is buried and I really don't want that anymore. There's even a tote behind me on my bed that has to go in here that has yarn in it. This doesn't necessarily mean I have that much yarn. It means some of my yarn totes aren't fully full. They're just, I organized them by like dark variegated yarn. So some of them aren't full. That's the other issue too. But I don't know what my cat is looking at back there. Let's go see if we can figure out. Foster, what are you doing over there? Can you see my cat? I don't know, he's just interested in something. Foster, what do you see? There's nothing over there. He's a crazy cat. Let me see. Foster, what are you doing over there? I don't know, he must just like that area, but that's what I'm thinking, because if you look, I've got quite a bit of space here that's not getting utilized, so definitely putting totes like these there, I think, will be one of the first steps I do, because I already know which totes can already kind of be put there. So I'll probably start with that. I'll probably start with moving the totes I know can be moved, trying to get this ready to go, and that will probably be the first step. I will not do like progress videos. This is just my before, and then I'll have my after and go from there. I don't want to film the process because that's just not something I want to do. But that's what we're going to plan on doing. We're going to work on getting this room organized. hopefully before Christmas. Have a great day, everyone. Okay, guys, there you saw it. The terrible room that I have to organize over the next few weeks. Again, comment down below any suggestions you have. I'm sure some of you might just say throw everything out and start bare. But again, this is just to show us that we all have to start somewhere, and I'm hoping that seeing this before will kind of motivate you to maybe organize your space that you store your yarn in or other things in, and then hopefully when the after comes out great. Fingers crossed the outcome of this comes out as good as it's in my head to be. So have a great day, and again, hit that like button if you're going to be tackling a project similar to this in the near future. And have a great day, everyone.